Hey drummers, I'm Jim Linsner along with Danusha Beats on video and editing and sometimes makeup and wardrobe. That's not funny, is it? Okay, erase that. David Garibaldi is one of the most funky and creative drummers of all time, and erase that. And we're gonna check out a fill he played today that comes from the song What Is Hip by Tower of Power. Here it is. All right, so that fill is a little bit buried because of the fact that there's so much else going on in the band, but it's really cool what he's playing. And it's not your typical blazing around the toms, but it's just funky because it's just bell of the cymbal, snare drum, and kick drum, okay? And what it primarily is the sticking right, right, left. That's it, okay? When we think of a three-note sticking, though, we typically think of triplets. We typically think right, right, left, one triplet, two triplet, but that's not what he's doing. He's playing that sticking in 16th notes, okay? So let's look at the exact phrase he's playing. It's a two-measure phrase, and it starts with right, left, and then it's followed by right, right, left over and over again 10 more times for the remainder of two measures, okay? I'm gonna play this phrase slowly, and I'm gonna say the sticking the first time, and I'm gonna count the sticking the second time, okay? So check it out. 3 and a 4 and a right, left, right, 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 right, left. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1. So I suggest that you put on a metronome and you play this at a slow tempo and really get a feel for how that three-note sticking flows over the 4/4 time. It's not easy at first. It's real easy to get lost in that sticking and in the timing. Okay, I'm gonna do it a little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1. 2, 3, 4. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1. Okay, so it seems like a real simple thing, but it's so important that you can feel where you are in the time, because if you just do that a random number of times and come back in on the wrong beat, you just train wrecked the whole band. And that's not a good thing. Okay, assuming you got this under control, let's move it over to the drums. So now let's take that same phrase we just played on the pad, but this time let's put the right hand on the bell of the ride, left hand on the snare, and play the bass drum just on beat 1. Now, believe it or not, we're just gonna add some bass drum notes and we're gonna have the exact same phrase that David Garibaldi played in What Is Hip. We're gonna play the bass drum on 1, and then the first time we play right, right, left, we're gonna play the bass drum in unison with both right hand notes. And then from that point on, we're gonna play the bass drum just on the first right of each right, right, left. Check it out. All right, so believe it or not, that is exactly what David Garibaldi played in What Is Hip. And he played it in a bunch of other songs too. That's definitely one of his favorite funky fills. And whenever I learn something that somebody else did, I kind of like to mess with it and see if I can make it my own, see if I can come up with something else that's cool, So what I did with this one day was I decided, instead of just playing the bass drum on the first right-hand note, to play the bass drum on every right-hand note. And check out what that sounds like. So that was real cool. And then I thought, what if instead of accenting every left-hand note, I ghost every left-hand note? Make it a little less busy sounding. Here's what that sounds like. And, whenever I have single lefts, I think about the possibility of double stroking it, So then I thought, hey, how about if, instead of playing right, right, left, I play right, right, double left as a ghost. Check out what that sounds like. And that was cool. And I know that I've heard Steve Gadd or Vinnie Colaiuta play that kind of thing before. And so I really enjoyed that. But then I got the coolest idea of all. Then I thought, what if I ghost the first time, then accent the second time, ghost the third time, accent the fourth time. In other words, I'm alternating between a ghost stroke with the left hand and an accented stroke with the left hand. Still just playing right, right, left, right, right, left. Check out what that sounds like. Wow. So that made it sound like a whole different thing, right? And then I, experimented a little more. I did it backwards. I did an accent on the first one, ghost on the next one, 2 accents, 2 ghosts. And then I came to the conclusion, like, what if I could just randomly accent or ghost? Like, not necessarily in a pattern. What would that sound like? And I came up with phrases like this. Yeah. So when I stumbled on that, oh man, that made my day. Because you understand, I'm still just playing right, left, right, right, left, right, right, left, which is really pretty easy. But the sound that's coming out sounds like I'm playing something totally syncopated and funky and complex, And so that's just the coolest. When I stumble on a concept like that, it's so much fun. And there are 20 different ways you can do it. So I don't have to play the exact same phrase every time. Now, I know some of you are probably thinking, yeah, Jim, that's real cool, but my band plays classic rock or my band plays dance music and I can't play a 2-measure long cross-rhythmic drum fill. I get it. Make a 1-measure pattern that has the right, right, left in it and see if you can use that. Maybe don't do the bass drum on all the right-hand notes. Maybe play the bass drum 4 on the floor, something like that. There are ways to do creative things in dance music and in classic rock, and it's a lot of fun when you create some of your own signature fills and grooves. One more thing, check out David Garibaldi. Check out the band Tower Power. They're amazing. They've been super, super influential to me. I'm Jim Linsner. Check me out at drumlessonsbuffalo.com and go to my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.